So in this video, I'm going to show you the secret to effortless solar lead generation, where I'm going to show you without any fluff, the do's and don'ts that you gotta implement today. Because otherwise you're just going to be spending thousands of dollars without any results actually being generated. Go ahead and copy the steps from this video, and I promise you'll see much better results than if you just took the traditional path. Because if you're new around here, my name is Andreas. I'm the CEO of Python Marketing, where we specialize in helping solar pros just like yourself to step away from the daily grind of client acquisition. We've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into ads. We've generated commercial, residential leads, so we know exactly what's working. So let's get right into it. The first one is to forget about manual prospecting, such as cold calling and door knocking. And these methods are usually amazing to start out with since they don't require any investment. You can just go out there, knock on a couple doors, generate some appointments, and maybe get a couple of sales. Or with cold calling, you can always just grab your phone, grab an old list, and try to ring those people up to see if you can get any appointments. So to start out with, or to train new people, it's one of the best methods out there because once again, there's no consequence to actually failing. You just trade your time for results. So it's amazing to get started and you're going to get a good feel for how to actually sell solar. But if you actually want to scale, if you're past those 3 to 4 sales per month, it's impossible to scale without either working more hours or hiring more people, which is not a spot where you want to be. Because if you want to scale to those 10, 20 deals per month just on your own, just try to make the calculation based on how much you're currently door knocking and how much you would need to do in order to just double or even triple your sales. And from your calculations, you probably come to a conclusion that it's going to be impossible without actually getting more people. Of course, hiring people is hard, managing people is even harder, and retaining actually good talent is one of the toughest things you can do, especially for such a high churn position, such as door knocking, where the actual rotation of people is actually insane. Because of course, the results are going to be super unpredictable since you're just trying to guess who's going to be interested. You don't know if they're going to be interested or even qualified, which of course leads to dozens of doors where you knock. People are not even going to be home. The ones that do are not going to be interested in the proposal. If they are interested, they might not even qualify. So the odds are pretty much stacked against you on every side imaginable. And of course, if it was like an easy acquisition channel, then there wouldn't be any problem. Just going out 2 hours per day, it's an easy acquisition channel. You can just close a couple deals, then that would be amazing. But the thing is that you got to deal with endless rejections. I mean, door knocking is not something pleasant from your experience. Neither is cold calling. Just sitting there dialing all day, not getting any pickups. People are getting mad, threatening to sue you. Overall, it's not a very pleasant experience. So if we can detach ourselves completely from that, it's going to be much better. The better alternative is choosing an automated lead source, where you have a lead source such as radio, such as a billboard, such as social media ads that can reach dozens of people for you at once. You just need to set it up one time and it's going to do the work for you 24/7. That's the ideal acquisition source because once again, you only need to front the work once and then you leave the asset to work for you 24/7. It doesn't matter if you're on vacation. It's always going to be working for you. You want to choose one of the automated lead sources, which make it easy for the leads to actually contact you. Because imagine just billboards. People are driving. They're not going to pull out their phone while they're driving, pull over, or remember the number to actually call you. The friction is just too high. Or if the plan is for them to remember at night to check your website and then call you, it's still too much friction. Instead, through social media, going to see your ad and they just need to click on it to actually request information from you. That's completely effortless for both the lead and for you. It's very easy to track which ads are getting the results as opposed to billboards. If you set up 10 different billboards and you get a couple calls, you're not going to know which ones are the actual ones that are bringing in the results. So we can't do any optimizing on our end. Radio, as you can imagine, it's also a tough one since the friction is very high. That's why I would just recommend choose an online platform such as Instagram, such as Facebook, even YouTube, which is what I'm using currently. I just need to create this video once and it can be viewed an infinite amount of times. This way, leads can get to us 24/7 and it's going to be the same for you. The ads that you set up on social media are going to run as long as you keep pouring money onto it. The videos on YouTube are still going to be reaching more people. So just decide which platform you want to choose and go all in on that one. Remember that you only need one platform to really hit 20 sales per month, 30 sales per month, 100. If you crack Facebook ads, for example, you have an infinite amount of leads potentially because everybody is already on those platforms. If you have good ads and pour enough money onto them, people are going to be receiving your ads. And once again, if they're interesting, they're going to opt in. And the key to the whole video is that you got to generate your own leads because you can actually control the quantity and quality. You know exactly how the sales process is actually structured. So if anything goes wrong, you know exactly how to fix it or what to change to actually get the results that you're looking for. Of course, with the right acquisition channel, you're going to get leads on autopilot, which is the dream, since you're reaching thousands of people at any given time. The only big red flag that you don't want to take is the easy route, quote unquote, which is buying leads and appointments, because these guys are going to generate those leads on the same platforms as you could do on your own. So for example, Facebook and Instagram, they're going to put too good to be true promises to generate as many leads as possible at the lowest cost, and they're just going to resell them over to you and 3 other people. Since you can't control any part of the process, if they're not qualified, you can't do anything to fix it. If you're not getting the volume that you need, then you can't really do much about it, aside from pouring more money onto the company and just hoping for the best. And at the end of the day, if anything goes wrong with the company that's supplying the leads, you're always at the mercy of them. So your results are going to stop from one day to the next. That's why having your own lead acquisition source is so important. So if you want to start generating your own leads, I've actually created the ultimate guide to generating solar leads. I'm going to link it down below. I promise it's going to be one of the most valuable videos you'll ever watch on generating solar leads. So go ahead and check that out.